Hey guys, so what you're watching in the background is my off day abs workout. I do this 3 times a week. I'll do it Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, and I also do some posing practice on those days as well, just burn through a few extra calories. So this is my vlog, and there'll be a little bit extra on the end of it for the week of the 26th of March 2012. I am 7 weeks out, so not long to go. Just wanted to explain what you're seeing here, so I'm just going to let it run through the whole ab workout even if I'm not narrating over the whole video. It's about 13 minutes long, so just skip to wherever you need to. What we've got is first a superset of V crunches, 3 sets of 15, and leg raises, 3 sets of 15. I'll just explain the technique to you that I've got here. So you can see my lower back stays on the floor the whole time, and I'm moving my knees towards my elbows, touching, holding the contraction, and then back down, stretching the abs out, and then contracting again. It's nice and controlled. And when we get to my leg raises, which I'm just about to start, you'll see I have a slight bend. Again, that's to reduce pressure on the lower back. I find if I have them dead straight, I arch my back quite a lot, and it causes me a bit of discomfort. You'll also notice that my head and my shoulders are off of the floor as well, and that just increases the contraction within the abs. The way we work our abs is by bringing our sternum, or our chest bone, down towards our pelvis, and just trying to keep that constant while I was doing this. This was quite a hard one, don't know why, I found it quite difficult this week, but it was good. So there'll be 3 sets of 15 going on in the background of all of them. Then we've got sit-ups and plank superset. So sit-ups, you'll notice I use my arms, and that's because I haven't got anything to put my feet under, and because of the counterbalances in the body, I need something to be able to allow me to come up without taking my feet off the floor. You notice on the I think it's the last lot of sit-ups that my feet do come off the floor and I have to readjust my arms. So it's just to make sure my feet stay on the floor, so I am using my abs as much as possible. And the plank technique, you'll see I keep my back nice and flat. I'm actually flexing my biceps and forearms just to get used to holding that contraction there for when I'm on stage posing. Also flex my legs during the plank. You don't have to do that. What you will want to do is draw your belly button up towards your spine, and that's going to work all of your core, not just your abdominal muscles. So that's the techniques. You can jump to wherever you need to see those techniques, but onto the vlog. And this week was a little bit disappointed. I cheated a little bit more than I wanted to. I lost 0.4 kilos or 0.88 pounds, which isn't bad. It's still weight loss, but it's not the weight loss I was hoping for, and that brought my weight down to 69.6 kilos or 153 pounds, or around that mark. I did learn that my body prefers having carbs in the diet rather than having a 0 carb day and then low carb days. It prefers to have kind of a lower carbs on my off days and then slightly increased carbs on my training days, rather than having steady the whole week and then 1 high carb day or 1 low carb day. So that's something I learned through this week, which is good, because that's the whole point of this first prep. I'm still learning about my body, how it reacts to different things. Good meal that I came up with this week was a blend of potatoes, carrots, parsnips and sweet corn. So a lot of carbs in there, a lot of starchy carbs, which some people debate is a bad thing. I find they keep me satisfied for a lot longer, which stops me binging on simpler carbs. So starchy carbs tend to be polysaccharides, and your simpler carbs like sugar are monosaccharides, and the polysaccharides are going to digest a lot slower, and it's going to keep you fuller, which means it's not going to, and because of the digestion, it's not going to spike your insulin. So I started to feel tired this week. Could have been because of last week I had lower carbs. Not really sure, but I'm getting a bit nervous about my body fat levels. They're slightly higher. I should have been here about 8 weeks out or 9 weeks out, so I'm a little bit behind. I feel I haven't ever done a prep, so I don't know where my body should be, but looking at where other people are or would be, I feel I'm a bit behind. I'm happy with the progress, but I don't feel I've failed up to this point, but I just feel I could have had better knowledge, and that would have helped me. So I'm aiming to drop 1 kilo every week, and that should bring me in at where I want it to be. I think it brings me in at like 139 pounds, something like that, just under 10 stone, 64 kilos, something like that. So the changes to my training are I'm burning 105 calories every morning with low intensity walking and caffeine, teaspoon of coffee and a little bit of cola, which I've taken into my calories and my carbs for the day, and then an extra 200 calories on the off days. So the 105 is just from walking, and then 200 from either more walking or a bit of running on the treadmill, or I'll do 20 minutes of skipping or running outside, something like that, just to standardise it. So then next week when I come to do it, I'll burn 110 walking on the treadmill, and then I'll do either 205 calories on the off days or 22 minutes or something like that, slight increase. Increasing my HIIT training, which I do twice a week on a Thursday and a Friday, so I just finished that session now, increasing it from 20 to 25 minutes. So today I burned 433 calories instead of 300 odd, which I was burning before. It was a really, really good session. Aiming to increase the total kilos lifted in my workout, so just trying to increase little bits here and there if I can. Obviously cutting makes it a little bit harder, but just trying to increase the amount of work I'm getting done, which will increase calories being burnt. Added upright rows into my shoulder workout as well. That's the only thing I've really changed in any of the sessions exercise wise, but like I said, increasing the weights being lifted, and that's going to help me burn more calories. So diet changes, I changed it so that I dropped carbs quite low, and it was steady apart from one day where it would be slightly higher and then one day where it would be slightly lower. So I've changed back to the older diet that I had. On my training days I'm having 50 grams of oats with some cinnamon, 3 tins of tuna wherever I can get it in, 140 grams of chicken with 70 grams of rice and 125 grams of broccoli. That will usually be my post-workout meal that I try and get in. Protein shake will normally be evening time just because it's when I can fit it in, and then dinner will always be 140 grams of chicken and some salad, lettuce, cucumber, tomato. Off days, like yesterday when I was doing this ab workout, I wouldn't have my oats. I'd have 3 tins of tuna, my chicken, rice and broccoli, protein shake, and then 140 grams of chicken salad. I'm going to add pasta in on my training days. The only reason I haven't got it in there this week is because of that little blend I came up with: potatoes, parsnips, carrots and sweet corn. That makes up for the carbs that I would be getting from the pasta, so I'm not having them in. The next part of the video that I wanted to go through was how I resist temptation, and I allow myself to cheat if I really have the urge to, and that stops me going out on a big binge. So rather than kind of going, oh, I really want that but I'm not going to have it, and then a couple of weeks later going, oh, I'm just going to eat everything crap, I have little bits. So I cheated a bit more on Saturday because we went down for my niece's birthday, and I had a few sausage rolls, a few cocktail sausages, some croutons and a few cheese twist bread things, and that was more than I wanted, but it kept me satisfied. It stopped me cheating with everything else, so I wasn't too bothered with that. It's not like I went out and had a whole day of eating crap, so it wasn't too bad, but it's more than I wanted, and because I'm behind schedule, probably wasn't the best thing to do. I usually plan cheat meals if I know there's an occasion coming up, but I won't plan them if there's no reason to have them in there. So like tomorrow there's no occasion, so I'm not going to put a cheat meal in there in case there is something that comes up, because I do have a family. There are things that go on around bodybuilding that you need to take into consideration when you're not at the pro level. I don't want to look crap on stage, so I think to myself before I eat something, is it going to make me look better for when I step on stage. If it's not, I'm not going to eat it, or I'm going to try and resist as much as I can. I do like crap food. Unfortunately, I'm one of those people that does like McDonald's and pizza and KFC and all the nice tasting food. I think most people do. It's just the mental strength you have to go, no, I'm not going to eat that. I want to hit a new peak of aesthetics. So I have been reasonably low body fat in the past. I bulked up, put on quite a bit of fat, just because I wanted to see where it would take me to, and it wasn't as productive as I thought, so that was a learning curve. But I want to get to that point, and whether it's good enough to take first place, which I hope it will be, I know I've done everything to reach that new level that I've never got to, and I know I've got to do something that I haven't done before, and that's resisting cheating, resisting temptation. And I've always got that in the back of my mind, and I am aiming to win. So I know that everyone else that's stepping on stage with me is going to be doing everything they can to win, and I've got to do exactly the same thing, always being in that mindset and always trying to aim to do everything possible to progress myself to get to that stage level. So there's about a minute and a half left of this ab workout. I'll leave you with that. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. While you're watching this, check out versobodybuilding.co.uk, and I'll be back next week with another vlog and another video, whether it's working out or just me standing there talking to you. But thanks for following, guys. Subscribe, rate and comment.